Hello my lovelies and welcome back to Cakey Tea Time. I'm Cakey Tea. I've got a cup of tea. In fact, it's going cold, so I better hurry up and drink that. Welcome to Cakey Tea Time. So we've had a week off, and what have I done in that week? Absolutely nothing. I've started decorating the docks a little bit, which is nice. I'll just give you a little look around. So I've chucked all the ore and stuff over here, using mini blocks as I did before with my house. We've got some cranes here. I'm still unsure if I'm happy with this area, but this is just something that I'm going to be working on in the background. And then we've got some more sort of general stuff here. Down here we've got ore store in the corner there, and just bits and pieces all over the place. So that's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with how this is looking down here so far. This chest monster will go eventually. It's just, the trouble is, I've got nowhere to put it. I mean, I've got storage back at the house, but I don't want to have to keep running back to the house every single time I want to build something. This here is the layout for the building that we're going to be building in this episode. It turned out a little bit bigger than I expected, but this will be the centerpiece. This will be our tavern and maybe a shop there as well. So, but we won't be doing that until the end of the episode. So, what's first? Now we've got a few little jobs that we need to get done. Out here at the wheat farm, I've expanded this out a little bit, and me and Mouse worked on this road. So the road now goes all the way over to there, and there's a bridge that crosses which goes to spawn. That road's not been built yet, but we will be going over that road shortly. I'm thinking here I want a little farmhouse, nothing big, nothing fancy, just a little hut. You know, something small. Just, I want this to sprawl out eventually, you know, so we're not just confined to the walls of the city. But before we do that, there is another task that we need to do. So me and little Sebastian, in fact, I might just wait until the sun goes down and sleep. Right then, little Sebastian, let's go. I really like this bridge that Mouse has built. It's pretty cool. And as you can see, there is no road yet, but the path is there at least. Okay, we're at spawn. So up these steps, we have a new graveyard. Now, I wonder where I put that. Okay. So, on this server, we've decided as a group, because we are so close together and we're building roads and all sorts, we're not going to use our elytras in the overworld, purely because like we're enjoying the sense of community that's going on with all the roads and things. So what we're doing is we're leaving our elytras here at this graveyard, and also there's like a barrel with a light to say, you know, sort of like our mailboxes, just at the graveyard instead. Now I'm going to build here, and it's nothing. It's not going to be anything special. I'm going to stick a block there. I've got some quartz pillars, and then my head's going to go on top. So I got my head earlier. We can't have a raid farm on this server, and we got some totems of undying the other day by accidentally triggering a raid. And while I was getting my head, I destroyed the totem. So that was kind of a waste. I'll put some quartz stairs around here. A Queen Bun II sign. Now we've got a box over here with some stuff. So I've got my Royal Wings of Vera Flight. These I've got more elytras, so I've got one in my ender chest just to be safe as well, just in case, as I needed it during the raid as well. So if it was here, I wouldn't have been able to actually do that. We're going to have our barrel there, a light there. Excellent. Underneath here, I'm going to stick some water. Fill that back in. Fill that back in. I figured because I am the Queen Bun, my grave would have carrots on it instead of flowers, but I'm actually going to do both. I'm going to have some flowers as well. And I've just remembered that I can't put rose bushes here. There we go. No plant pot. Maybe I'll put a plant pot there instead and just sort of leave that. No, isn't that lovely? I've joined the crew. That's done. Oh yeah, I was thinking I might put a little jungle wood fence right there, so little Sebastian's got somewhere to stay when I come and get my Elytra. Do you want to test it, mate? Do you want to test it? Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Now if I go to the end, I can just go whoop, fly off to the end. Boop. There we go. Right, come little Sebastian, let us ride. So I have started staggering these fences outside here, and this is where we're going to build our little farmhouse. I don't usually stagger like this, but you know, like when there's too much fence, you've got to run around all the time. So I'm thinking of maybe starting to do that a little bit more in future, and maybe do it here with the canal as well. But that's for another time. But we've got a few things that we want to get done today. Now, in the last episode, I mentioned about building steps up to these walls. I haven't done it because I still couldn't wrap my head around it, but I think there's a way. Now, I'm going to get rid of this, and I reckon I can build steps. So I'm going to go get some dark oak. Now, because that's already a block, I reckon that'll work. It's subtle, it's simple, and it will do the job. Maybe we use deep slate. In fact, we could use the walls. We could just make it part of the walls, couldn't we? Perfect. Right, let's go do the other side as well, and then that'll do for now. There we go, and I've done the other gate as well. So we've got both gates now with stairs. That's perfect. I'm pretty happy with that. I still don't know what to do about this tower, but that will come eventually. When I'll probably do that off camera because it's going to take me a while to figure that out. For our next task, I want to tackle this. So I'm going to get rid of this. I put this here as a temporary measure purely because this area here isn't lit. So I will just stick that lantern right there for now. That way this is still lit and I can work here and not have to worry about it. I want the house to maybe be sort of here, and I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in between. So we've got a middle door. So this will just be a little square hut. Perfect. Very small. Gets the job done. Adds a little bit of texture to the land. Shows that someone works here. They might not necessarily live here, but they work here for sure. I always strip my dark oak. I never used to, but now I do. I just love the way it looks. It looks great. I just sort of randomised this, as you've probably noticed in my stuff. I usually just chuck this all in time-lapse, but this is a very short little build, so I'm quite happy to do it live with you right now. That's where the door will go, so I like to put a little bit of wood there. I'm wondering whether or not I run a beam across here. I think I might. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. Right, my lovelies. Now, I didn't actually plan this at all, so I should go and get some some roofing. Maybe we'll just follow this. I think maybe we'll just do that at the front. It's all just stairs, isn't it? Yeah. See, my other house designs, they have a lot more slabs in them, but not this one. Okay, so we've got full sized on the ends. That will be where things like lanterns usually hang. Might not hang it there though. I might hang it from the top because it is quite a small building. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. This is a tiny little hut. Let's get some stuff on the walls here. I'm probably going to run this fence along here. Like that. And then add another door here. That way it goes straight out into the farm. So I've just come back to the house to get some glass. Nothing's really changed here at the house, if not anything at all. Proper job. Right. We do still have this doggy here, which hasn't got a name, but we'll come back to that. And also I did get a gift of bees. Nothing that an influx of bees couldn't solve, which is lovely. Now, I like my doors to be on the inside, which means they open outwards, which isn't really what you're supposed to have on a house because it's dangerous. But it looks better, I think. Gives it more depth. But that's it. That's pretty much done. It's just a very quick little farmhouse, and then all that's left to do really is to just sort of fill this in, I suppose. I won't do the interior now. This is just, you know what I'm like with interiors. I'm absolutely terrible with them. So I like to just sort of do them in my free time off camera, because otherwise, you know, you'll be sat here just watching me potter around for several hours at a time just doing nothing. There. So there's a little bit of insight into how I build my stuff, even though it's something very, very simple. Now then, my lovelies, the big build. The big build. Now, I don't know if I've got enough materials with me to actually start this. So, this one will be in a time lapse. And as I was saying with the farmhouse there, interiors. Now, I don't do interiors very well. Like, it took me ages to get the interior done on that house. So, the plan here is I'm going to build the shell of the building. So, the outside will be pretty much as it's going to be, except the insides are just going to be bare for now. And over the next sort of few weeks, you will sort of start to see things appear on the insides, and I'll show you what I've done. That's just the way I roll, you know. So now as the sun sets, get ready. We're going to go into a time lapse. Well, my lovelies, there it is. What, I don't know what to call it. I think it's like a tavern slash hotel slash shop. I will figure it out eventually. Let's go and have a little look. I've still got my shaders on here, which makes the game a little bit laggy, so please excuse the frame rate. We've got a lovely little tunnel we can get rid of that now. Look, we don't need that anymore. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? I'm quite pleased with how it's turned out so far. So I'm planning on having like a little sort of a miniature industrial district in this area here. That'll be quite fun. And then buildings are going to connect onto the sides of this, so that's why a lot of these walls are bare. I'm not sure what to do with this end, but I know that on this end I want to add like a small stables, but that will come in a future video. I'm really happy. I need to obviously do the insides, like I said before, the time lapse, because look at this mess. Like, we need to get some floors in here, we need to get the ceiling in. A lot of work needs to be done. This is going to be a couple little shops, but the areas above these towers are going to be part of the hotel. And then there's obviously a little back section as well if it's needed. It could also be extended out and have a doorway here and blocked off here and make it a completely separate shop. So that'll be interesting to see what I figure out to do. Once I start getting the interior in, I could start figuring it out, and then I'll show you in the next one. Little Sebastian's pretty happy about it, aren't you, mate? Yeah, he's happy. Right. The sun's setting. I would quite like to see what this looks like at night with shaders. All of this in shaders, by the way. Oh, it glows. It's beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Let's have a look at this. Oh, it's lovely. Yeah. Right. Let's wait and see what this looks like at night then. Okay, let's have a look. I will get rid of these torches. I don't think this one's needed. I do need to go through and just sort of check through the lighting still. Did add a few little torches. I love it, my lovelies. I absolutely love it. And I don't know, I'm seeing something now that I've built it. And maybe people from the southwest of the UK could agree with me on this one. Doesn't it look a little bit like Trago Mills? Like, I don't know, something just weird about it. So, yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll call it Trago. Or as we're saying in Cornwall, Traeger. Let's go down Traeger, get ourselves some carrots, some golden carrots. That'd be lovely. But that is all the time that we've got for today. I really hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I really do appreciate it if you could. That'd be lovely. Next week, I haven't actually decided what we're going to be doing. Probably I'll show you around, see any changes that I've made to the big house or Trago Mills. And yeah, I'll hopefully have some new stuff for you to see. That'd be lovely. In the meantime, keep your feet clean, look after yourself, and I will catch you in the next episode. Bye!